camera records. All right. So thank you all for coming to the first ever webinar. My first time ever doing a webinar. Um, I am pretty excited because trading has been super fun for me, just learning different things. And if y'all can put in the down in the chat as is this anyone's first time trading? Yes, no. Okay, first time. Chad, I know. Yeah, I'm about to say you. Bree, I think she mentioned that. Okay. Tay, if you can hear me, just let me know. And I'm gonna really just jump right into it because I wasn't paying for no Zoom thing. So I think we get about like 35 minutes. Okay, she put a thumbs up. All right. Tay, have you ever traded before?
Never. I just I've read a few books and just looked at a few little videos, but never actively
Okay,
like did it.
got you. All right, so I'm about to jump right into it. Uh I always freaking get this wrong, this whole screen sharing. I hate this part. So y'all just give me one quick second. And it's supposed to be at the bottom, right? Oh yeah, share screen. All right. All right, so that bit. I think my cousin is in here. All right, can y'all all see my screen? Y'all can unmute
Yes,
y'all
sir.
because I can't see the chat right now. Everyone can see my screen.
Yes, we can see it.
All right, bet. Chad looking, I mean, we looking at Chad legs.
My bad. Huh?
All right. Nah, but so I'm gonna really just dive right into it because trading is really that simple, and I hope to make it as simple tonight with the explanation. If we do run out of time, before I get to explain everything, because I think we only got about like 35 minutes. I ran through this a few times. I just went over by like a few minutes. So I'll do my best to get it all within the 35 minutes. But if we just so happen to run out of time, y'all can let me know if y'all want me to continue. And then I'll just quickly start another one and we can just wrap it up. All right. So, and at any point, y'all can, again, right now I can't see the chat. So if y'all have any questions as I'm doing it, really just take yourself off of mute and just scream, "Hey, Josh, hold on, I got a question." I don't mind that at all because I really want y'all to get it. So give me like 10 seconds and then we'll start. Primary. So today we're going to be learning about trading. Um, everything that I do, if y'all don't know, I am a Christian man. And now I really just have a desire to truly teach everything that I learned from a kingdom perspective. What's up, CC? We literally just not getting started. So I really do have a desire to teach everything from a kingdom perspective. And so once I understood uh that the principles of God apply in any arena of life, especially trading, it can really make things a lot easier for you. So for me, once I understood how to trade from a kingdom perspective, things became a lot easier. Mentally, it became a lot easier, and it would just allow me to become more profitable and have a lot more winning trades. So so by the end of this, you will learn how to trade. Again, trading is super easy. It's the It's some other factors that we'll go over that can pretty much make it tough. You'll understand the pros and cons of trading, and you'll also have a proper understanding of how biblical principles apply to trading. So, what is trading? Trading is stock trading is the buying and selling of shares of publicly traded companies on the stock exchanges. So, companies like Tesla, Nvidia, Google, different things like that. One we're going to be looking at just strictly for the example is the McDonald's stock. So, reasons why I think everyone should trade. I literally am a an advocate for trading now. So reasons why I think everyone should trade is because I think the concept of trading itself is the most simplest skill you could learn that can help you earn money that you might have never thought was possible before. It's almost like a too good to be true thing. You're in control of your own destiny. You can control essentially how much money you lose per trade, and you can control, in a sense, how much you want to make and how much you can actually make. And lastly, it's you versus you. It truly helps you learn about you and you only. And that was one of the biggest things in regards to lining it up with the Bible. Uh, Life is about you versus you, no matter the circumstances of things that you're in. It's all about the choices that you make in life. So the fluff of things, of how you grew up, your job situation, none of that matters. It's all about you versus you. When we stand before God for the final time, when we close our eyes for the final time, we got to live with the decisions that we made, and no excuse will be good enough as to why we didn't accomplish what it is that we're put on this earth to do. So this trading has literally helped me see life in this way. It's you versus you. So let's begin. So the charts, similar to the Bible, the charts cannot lie and will not lie to you if you follow along with it and learn to trust what it shows you. Execute based on what it shows you and just simply don't give up on it. Over a long period of time, you should become profitable. Where the chart and the Bible difference is, while the word is intended to bring you life, love, joy, and peace, the people who run the charts are not trying to help you experience life, love, joy, and peace. They have three goals, and that is to trick, trap, and frustrate you out of your money. And y'all could be taking notes from here on out. If you have your phone or anything like that. And again, please feel free to stop me if you have any questions. So, who controls the market? Who is it that is actually trying to trick, trap, and frustrate you? It's called Wall Street. Wall Street is literally who is trying to trick, trap, and frustrate you. And I didn't come up with that phrase. I learned it from a guy that I've learned how to trade from. So, who is Wall Street? Who do they consist of? It's just simply stock exchanges, investment banking firms, commercial banks, brokerages, broker dealers, financial services, and underwriting firms. They all symbolize Wall Street. Again, their job is to trick, trap, and frustrate you. They want to trick you out of your money. They want to trap you into FOMO. FOMO is fear of missing out. They also want to trap you into gambling and being emotional instead of logical, and frustrate you so much to the point that you either lose all of your money and completely give up from mastering this skill that they have mastered and have used to earn billions of dollars for years. They are wolves and will manipulate the market the best way they can to get you to go against what you believe. So the reason why I started off with this, again, everything I'll be sharing is simply from a kingdom perspective. And as I was doing this, I wasn't actively thinking about anything else, but just like, man, what's the best way to present it? And this was the first thing that came up. And funny enough, what came to my mind was the great commission that Christ gave his disciples before he sent them out. So he died on the cross, he rose again, and now we know he's in heaven sitting with God. But before he left and gave them the great commission, he told them one thing. Well, he told them two things. He said, go out and preach the gospel. And then he warned them. He said, you're going out as sheep among wolves. And so I think it's only befitting that I share with you all before you get into this and before we talk about all the good things and how much money you can make, you have to know there is a warning. There are people that are out to get you, to trick you, trap you, and frustrate you, and they are wolves. They are Wall Street. They have no intentions of helping you make money. They only have intentions of them making money and kicking you down while you're already low. So that is one biblical perspective that I've learned the same way Christ gave us the warning and let us know what all we were getting into before we went out and got our job done. I think it's right that you know what you're getting into before you go out and put your money and try to invest it to create financial freedom for you, yourself, or whoever else. So does this make sense so far, everybody?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Anybody else? Make sense so far?
Perfect sense.
All right, I don't see anybody saying anything. All right, cool. So, so let's jump right into the chart. So, the chart consists of two colors. It's red and green. Reds are the sellers, aka the bears. Green candles are the buyers, aka the bulls. So as we can see right here, the bars right here are candlesticks. They come in many different sizes and only two colors. And then this right here are the wicks. They can be super long like this. They can be short, long at the top, none at the bottom, long at the bottom, none at the top. So wicks and candlesticks represents the price of a certain stock. The top of a wick represents the highest a stock price has went at a certain time, and the bottom of the wick represents the lowest a stock price has reached at a certain time. And so for the bears, the red candles, those candlesticks open at the top and they close at the bottom. So they're open up, prices are open up at a higher price. And since they are selling, they're selling, they're driving the price down, and then it eventually closes at a lower price. And so vice versa for the buyers, they open up at a lower price, people buy, drive the price up, and then they close at a higher price. So it'll make sense once you see this. And again, please, I'm still going to stress, if I'm moving too fast, if it doesn't make sense, y'all please just stop me at any point. So from what I just said, as we can see here, so this is the McDonald's stock, and each candle that we see here represents price movement from one day. So this is what happened in a full day. This is what happened in a full day. Each candlestick represents a full day. And for those of you that don't know, the Eastern Standard Time, the stock market opens up at 9:30 a.m. and it closes at 4 p.m. So if we look here, the top of the wick, so the market opened at so I'll just start right here. So the top of the wick. So during the 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Time, the highest price went this particular day was $279.80. So we see that right here. And then if we come over here to the bottom of the wick during this full day, this full trading day, the lowest prices went was $274.68. So this is about a $5 swing that happened this entire day. So the opening and closing, prices open. So once 9:30 hit, prices open at 276.94. And then at the end of the day, after all this movement happened, the candle is red. So that means the sellers actually won this day and got price lower than where it opened up, which is 275.53. Does that make sense so far?
Wait, I need you. I think you should back that up one more time, please.
Okay. So this candlestick, that was Bree, right? Or D?
It was D.
Okay, so look, D. So this candlestick represents a full day. You have different time frames, but we're just going to focus on one. So this candlestick represents a full day of trading. So the highest the price went for this particular day, let's say this is today, right? The market is only open Monday through Friday, the stock market. Forex and all those different things are open up sometimes 6-7 days a week. But for trading stocks, Monday through Friday. But just for the sake of the example, let's say the stock market opened today. So it's 5:17. That means the stock market would have closed an hour and 17 minutes ago. So throughout the entire day, from 9:30 to 4 p.m., the highest this price went for McDonald's was $279.80, because that's the top of the wick. And then the bottom of the wick down here is $274.68. This is the lowest the price went for that day.
Okay.
So it opened up though at 276. So remember, the wicks are just showing you where prices went. It opened up. So once the market opened at 9:30 a.m., it opened up at 276.94. That's where you get the start of the candle body right here. And then once 4 p.m. hit and everything got closed, it closed right here at 275.53. So the wicks are just showing you what happened, just giving you data to show you how much it moves during the day.
Okay. That's easy. I got it.
All right, that makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is where y'all can, well, you could have already started taking notes, but this is where it starts really really mattering, I would say. So from when I first started trading, I only learned 2 ways that the market moves, but as I began to learn more and do more research more, I learned that the market actually moves in 3 ways. Just a side note, there are a lot of similarities. This is why I became so obsessed with trading, because there are a lot of similarities to the Bible and kingdom principles and in trading. So the number 3 is big in trading. So this is one of the ways that the number 3 shows up, that the market moves in 3 ways. We have, like I said, the red candles are the bearish candles. So you have the stock market moving down, which would be a bear market, which we would see majority red candles. So this is an example of that, McDonald's coming down. The second way the stock market moves is upward, which is a bull market, which is majority green candles. And we can see the price moving up. And then the third way that most don't teach beginners, which I think is very vital though, is that it consolidates, which means there isn't a lot of movement either up or down like this one. So this is a major move down, major move up, and then you have where it consolidates, and they call it moving sideways, where it stays within a range for a long period of time. So you see from right here, this is, let's say around here, this is like from 290 all the way down to like 247. So that's, let's just say $50, and then it went back up $50. But then we have over here where it only moved for about $15 for a long period of time. Everybody see that? That's from dang near June all the way to September that it just moved in a small amount, not the whole $50 move like we see back here. So that's consolidation. Does that make sense so far? Dang, I'm
Yeah.
hard. Ain't nobody saying nothing.
I think everybody's writing in the chat, but we forgot you can't see the chat.
All right. Now y'all can speak up. Tay, are you there? I don't think Tay is here. I know Charity is busy. All right, well, I guess y'all are with me.
We with you. I'm working in between, so I can't really be as talkative as I want.
Got you. Okay. All right. So biggest thing when it comes to trading is always remember this, y'all, the trend is your friend. That we see the trend is going down, don't fight against it. You will lose a lot of money. Just follow the trend. As time goes on, and this will be for another webinar and all those things, you learn how to get in on pullbacks. And simply what a pullback is you see the big move right here is going down, but then we see little spurts where it goes up before it goes back down, goes up, then goes back down. Those are called pullbacks. And it's the same where prices is going up. It doesn't just go in one straight line like I drew out here. It goes up, pulls back, goes up, pulls back, goes up, pulls back. So as we learn the trend, as we become better with practice, we learn to just follow the trend. We don't fight the trend, and we say, okay, we're just gonna get in on a pullback. So the trend is your friend. Stay with the trend. Never go against the trend. So how do we read all of this? You're about to learn how to trade right now in about the next 7 minutes. You guys are going to become masters, I promise. So we're going to use one trading strategy. There are multiple trading strategies out there, but one that I really like, the most simplest to understand, and quite frankly, you will see majority of the time you can make a lot of money doing this, is the support and resistance strategy. So just think of support, and I'll show y'all examples. But for now, if y'all are able to take notes or anything, just take the note. So support, just think of support as the floor, which is the lowest a price stock has reached. And then think of resistance as a ceiling, meaning the highest price a stock has reached. And how you identify these different levels, what I've learned and what made it most easiest for me is when price has hit a certain level at least 3 times, this gives you a strong indication that this is either a support level or a resistance level. When price has hit a certain level, a certain price, at least 3 times over whatever chart you're looking at, whether you're looking at a day chart, 15-minute, whatever, if it hits a level 3 times, you can say, oh, this is a good support level. Oh, this is a good resistance level. And so before moving forward, what we are to know is that no strategy works 100% of the time. Trading is literally just about having probability on your side. And so the way to understand this is to think of casinos. We've never heard of Las Vegas, any casinos, big casinos, even the Hard Rock down in South Florida, whatever big casinos we have across America, going out of business. It just doesn't happen. Even though they have days that they lose money, you have pro poker players that come in there, win a lot of money. The most likely casinos will never go out of business because they play the probability game. They know in the span of a month, yeah, you may have 3 days where some real high level people coming with some money, know what they're doing, and go walk away with a couple 100,000, couple mil. They might take a little L that night, but over a long period of time, they're not, because you always going to have the majority of people coming to casinos that are just big gamblers, so they don't really strategize. So the probability of them losing money are a lot higher. People coming to they come in there intoxicated, they're they're drunk, so they're just throwing money out there and they're not thinking clearly. So the casino will take those odds every time over the odds of somebody coming in and just completely wiping them out. And that's the same thing with having a plan and an actual strategy for trading. You just take the probability. So support and resistance is one way, like, to have high probability trading. Not every trade will win, but over a long period of time, if you trade a support and resistance strategy for 10 trades, doing like the same exact setup every time, most times you will win. You'll probably win 6 out of the 10 trades, 7 out of the 10 trades. So that's how you can understand that. So we're going to draw support and resistance so y'all can see what this looks like on a real time. So this is this is McDonald's chart as of right now. I think I made this screenshot, I want to say last week, either Wednesday or Tuesday. And so what we will do is identify our resistance level, which is the highest point price has reached, which is somewhere around here. We could just see that right now. Even if we never traded before, we could just do an eye test and say, oh, look, it comes up here and it comes back down. And then we're just going to identify the support level, the lowest the price has reached and bounced up. And just from the eye test, we can see it somewhere down here. So, oh, I think Tay had got kicked out. You good, Tay? I guess. All right. So I took the liberty of drawing out the resistance level. So I said the highest a point has reached, how I do it is I always start from the highest and then I work my way down. So what you want to do is, because price moves, again, like I said, it doesn't just go straight down. It doesn't just go straight up. We have pullbacks. It goes up a little bit down, up a little bit down, and vice versa. We want to have 3 levels of support and 3 levels of resistance. So I always draw my resistance out first. I start from the highest point and then I work my way down. And then for support, I start from the lowest point and work my way up. So as you can see right here, I drew out my first level up here. So I see right here that every time price gets, let's just say this is around 298, right? Every time price gets around 298, I got that from over here. We see the price amounts over here. So every time price gets around 298, we see the McDonald's stuff start selling off. So people that's owning McDonald's, they like, this is too high, or we don't think this should go any higher. Wall Street like, nah, we not having it. We finna knock this down. They start selling, and that's what we see. It gets up here, drops off. Gets up here again, falls off. They try to get a little higher, fall back off again. And so this has happened. I want to say this is 7 times that this has happened. So over here, right here, we see price got close to it. And if we were to actually take this trade, we can make an educated guess just off this to say, oh, no, price is about to go down. And the probability of us winning that trade is super high just off this. So, like I said, we're going to do 3 levels of resistance and 3 levels of support. So we just simply need to find our second level of resistance. Where's the second point of this chart that price has hit and fell back down again? If I were doing this, this is where I would make my second level of resistance. And as y'all can see, this is the 3 times that I would put like, okay, every time it hit here, it fell back down. So we got it right here, 1, 2, 3, and it fell back down. And then we just try to find the third level, which is where I put somewhere around here in between 276 and 281. So we see it right here. 1, it came down. 2, it came down. And then 3, we got to wait. So now I go to my support. I go to the lowest level and I draw it out right here. So this is 4 times. So to me, this is a very strong level of support. So I would draw it out right here. And these are the other 2 levels of support where prices came down and bounced back up. Is everybody with me so far? I know I'm moving fast.
Yes, so far so good.
So
Yes.
far so good. That's good. Okay. Anybody else? Does this make sense? I can actually see the chat now.
Yes, sir.
All right, Chad, D. I know Charity is doing something, Bree.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. It makes sense.
All right, cool. And I'm not sure Tay is still here, but yeah.
She is.
All right, Tay. So this makes sense, Tay? Say something. God dang it, man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I stepped out for a second.
Okay.
But yeah, you're making sense.
All right, this makes sense. All right, so we've identified our resistance levels. I put my resistance in the blue just so, I just train my eyes like that. And my support levels are in the black. So keep in mind, guys, because prices move so many times and it breaks through as we see and goes different ways, this is why we set 3 levels. And keep in mind, all right, this will end in 10 minutes. So what I can do right now, if you all would like me to continue, because we probably got 15 minutes left, what I can do right now is stop right here and just create another Zoom, send it out real quick to you all, and we can all rejoin.
You might as well, bro. You might as well go ahead and do that.
All right. So I'm going to stop this right here and just send out the new Zoom link to everybody. So y'all
Don't forget about me this time, bro. Don't forget about me now.
I'm about to send it right now. So y'all just give me like 2 minutes.
All right.
All right.
Somebody said say this recorded. You heard me?
Yeah, this recorded.